Hi and welcome to the Outpost RV. My name is Phelan, our cameraman here is Henry, and today we're going to show you the Palomino SS1251. A couple things we want to cover before we get started is this is designed for a half-ton truck or larger with the 6.5 foot bed only. So this one's designed only for the 6.5 foot bed. This also we always order in the cool gray. The other option color that is available that we can get for you is in white. The reason we order in the cool gray is the difference in the fiberglass. The white would be more like a Phylon. It's a thinner material that you can actually see the fibers in. This is actual heavier duty fiberglass, what they call a gel coated fiberglass. So for one, it doesn't show black streaks as quick, and if you would happen to damage it, it's much easier to repair. This one here also has, you can see, the Badland package, so that there would include the solar panel and the Thule rack on top. So it is prepped and ready for your outdoor adventure if you're planning on dry camping or roughing it. We'll start right here in the back with your entry door. This is what they call a friction hinge door. So this is to withstand 20-mile-an-hour winds. We don't have the latches like we've had in the past that you forget to unlatch and tear out, or they get brittle and break over time. This also has an integrated shade right here in your door. You have your fold assist grab handle at your entry door. We have a backer right here, or a bracket that is prepped and ready for a backup camera. So if you're towing something or want to add a backup camera for another reason, it is prepped and ready for that. And then right beside that is your amber porch light. This does come with your manual stabilizer jacks. You can upgrade to electric, but with this comes a crank handle. Also comes with an adapter. This here is designed for a cordless drill, so you can zip it up and down with a cordless drill, which speeds up the process a lot quicker than your manual cranking. Like I mentioned, you can upgrade to electric jack. Basically, we remove the head on each jack. It is pre-wired already for that. We would have to also add the brain and the wireless remote inside, and that there allows you to run each jack individually, or you can run all four together. Alright, on this side, it does come with your cam latches. After the roof is lowered, you cam latch the roof. It has a safety pin that comes along with that. And then down below you have just storage in the wing on this side. You also notice there are magnetic pieces on your door to hold that open for you. These are just vents behind the refrigerator, air circulation there, furnace vent, 20,000 BTU furnace on the inside, so it keeps it nice and toasty. Water heater. We have now what they call the tankless water heater, so you have pretty much instantaneously hot water, a lot quicker than your conventional water heaters that we used in the past, and it's also 60% more efficient than the water heaters that we used in the past. And also along with that, it's endless water. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you can use pretty much all the hot water you want, and it just continues to make hot water. Outside shower. It comes with hot and cold. You have your freshwater fill above that. Freshwater fill is where you'd fill your freshwater holding tank if you dry camp, and you turn on the water pump switch on the inside. Receptacle beside that, 30 amp connection. Comes with your 30 amp detachable cord, so it's a separate cord. It's not a cord that you're pulling out of the unit and trying to shove back in, taking away from storage on the inside. City water connections, where you connect your water hose at a campsite. And then this little plug that you see down here is just basically a drain for your kitchen sink that you connect a water hose to, run down into a bucket or a tote to drain from your kitchen sink. So the kitchen sink actually doesn't have a reservoir or holding tank for that. Moving around to the front, we have a 7-way female plug right here, so this will be identical to what's on the back of your truck on the bumper. It also comes with this cord, which is a double 7-way male cord. So you plug into this port, run it back, and plug it into the 7-way on your truck. That's what operates your tail lights, interior, exterior lights. It actually gives power to the unit. And also, while you're traveling, will charge your onboard battery. And also, if you're plugged into 110, will charge your onboard battery. So anytime you're plugged into 110 or your truck, it will charge your onboard battery. Right beside that is a little plug holder right here for your 7-way. If you pull into like a Walmart parking lot and want to spend the night, you want to unplug it right here and stick it in here so it doesn't fall down in the bed of your truck so you can get to it. But that way it uses only off of your onboard battery and doesn't drain your truck battery as well. Beside that is a solar panel port, so if you want to for some reason charge your onboard batteries on the inside, you can connect alligator clip to this and charge the battery on board. Right here on the front is 4-inch bumper. This is just so the front of the camper doesn't rub against your truck, so a little spacer there for you. And then you'll also see it does come with your cab window that actually opens and closes. We're going to swing you around the front of the unit. I'm going to also get a ladder ready so we can show you the solar panel and the Thule rack up on the roof. Also right there where you see on, well, we'll come back to that. Go ahead. And the Thule rack that you see does come like you see it. If you don't have attachments, you can purchase them separately. They have two different kinds, one for a kayak and the other for a bicycle. Henry reminded me, along with the Badland package, you do have the battery, which I'll show you on the inside, but it's mounted right inside here on the step that goes up into the bedroom. But you also have the secondary battery box on the outside. So this, with the Badlands package, you have the dual battery combo. Alright, moving around to the passenger side here, not a whole lot on this side. I did open the dinette window so you can see that you do have cross ventilation that does open. And then you would have your 20-pound LP tank right here, and that will be filled by the Outpost RV for you. And then the bottom compartment right here is your dump station. So you have your black handle, and then you have the secondary handle over here. This one here is a, I think, let me see, they both look black. Usually they're gray. I think it is a tinted gray there. That's for the gray tank, which would be your shower, and then your black would be your toilet. That all dumps out of that one port. I believe that concludes the outside of the 1251 by Palomino, and now we'll move to the inside. Okay, before we get started on the inside, I want to talk a little bit about the roof lift system on this. It is electric, and you have a motor on each individual leg, which also has a manual override, and they're on limit switches. So when your jacks, when you raise them up, that if they won't all stop at the same time because of the limit switches. So when it hits its limit switch, they'll each stop. That way we can adjust the tension of the canvas all the way around. Right inside is your controls. You'll see there's an on and off switch and an up and down. Your on and off is if you're in travel mode and have the roof locked in. You want to flip that off. That way somebody doesn't accidentally try to run your roof and burn up the motors. As you lower the roof, usually the canvas naturally wants to fall in for you. Always stop maybe 2-3 inches before it's completely closed. Then you can go around the outside and tuck in the canvas. Most generally it's going to be where your jack legs are located. You have to push that in, and then you can lower it down the rest of the way and put your 4 cam latches on, put in your safety pins, and you're ready to go. Beside that also is your battery disconnect. So it does come with a battery disconnect switch. So if you put the unit in storage and don't want your batteries to drain, you can disconnect that for that. Right above there you'll have a bank of 3 drawers, and I'll just back up here a little bit for you so you can get a visual of the kitchen area. So again, like I mentioned, you have a bank of 3 drawers right inside. You have your refrigerator here with a nice large countertop above it. Your refrigerator is a 3-way, so you do have your 110, your LP, and your 12 volt, and this would have your freezer compartment at the top. You'll also have an overhead cabinet above the kitchen, as well as one above the dinette, and we'll get to that later. At the base kitchen cabinet here, we have your furnace right there. We have a receptacle, and then your control panel for the water heater, where you can set your temperature and turn it off and on. The 2 panels that you see right here in the center, you'll notice have hinges on top and bottom. The reason for that is because of the plumbing and the wiring that's behind there. By code, they can't have that accessible. So if you'd like to revamp that after you have it, that can be done on your own. And then you have a drawer right here at the dinette as well. Kitchen sink, we have a sink cover for that, which serves also as a cutting board. You have a stainless steel single bowl sink along with your faucet. Behind there is your charge center, which has a 12 volt plug and USB port. And then that would be your switch for the water pump if you're dry camping. You also have your 2-burner stovetop that comes along with this. Alright, we're going to swing on up to the bed area. Right here is the step up into the bed area. If you remove that cushion underneath there, you'll see a carpeted pad. That is removable, and underneath that would be where your battery box, freshwater tank, your plumbing, and that is located underneath that. Up at the foot of the bed are 2 cabinet doors, just for some storage at the foot of the bed. On the right is your thermostat for your furnace, and I don't think I mentioned, but in the ceiling here we'll have your fantastic fan above the bed. Then you'll have one back here in the center. If you'd like to upgrade to the air conditioner, that is where it would go. They would remove that vent and the air conditioner would go in place of that. In the bed area, you do have your privacy curtain on each side. You have a queen mattress, so this is your standard queen bed, which is your 60 by 80. Have a foot locker on each side. This does have nice deep storage. And I'll get to the cushion at the head of the bed here shortly. Foot locker on the right, and then we have, like I mentioned, your fantastic fan in the ceiling. Alright, coming on down to the dinette area. Like I mentioned, you have an overhead cabinet above the dinette. If you look at the pictures on our website, this table is removable by the pedestal. You'll see it's on a false floor right here. This is on hinges, so you can lift this up and you do have storage underneath there. Also, you'll notice the black brackets, if I can find it right here, around the dinette. There is a piece of plywood that's made up that I have stored underneath the mattress that fits in this location, and the cushion that you see up in the bed area fits into this, so it does give you additional sleeping room if you'd like down here in the dinette. Moving on back to the inside your entry door is your bathroom area. So it does come with a privacy curtain, a skylight above your toilet shower. It's what they call a wet bath. So you have your toilet and shower combo, if I can talk right. And that is your toilet, your shower pan. You have your shower and faucet. Little cabinet door right there for some storage inside there. Nice large countertop, and then your privacy curtains. So I believe that concludes the inside of the 1251 by Palomino. Do one more brief walkthrough for you here. Again, we are the Outpost RV. You can contact myself or Henry at 866-338-9845. Again, my name is Phelan, and thank you for watching.